Many history buffs trek to Charlottesville, Virginia to study the stories of Thomas Jefferson.
Few people know that the city is home to another important piece of history, the very first memorial in America dedicated to veterans of the Vietnam War. 28 plaques at the Dogwood Vietnam Memorial share the stories of local men who died in Vietnam. The Vietnam veterans who upkeep the 51-year-old memorial call it the hill that heals.
We felt like we need to personalize these stories about these folks, so you put a face with it. It's not just a name. These were people that had so much potential, and their life was snuffed out at age 19, 20, 21, 22.
We here at ParadeRest agree with Mr. Eads. I'm Andy Jocelyn.
And I'm Matt Deegan.
And we're teachers here at Charlottesville High School.
We are proud to be working with ParadeRest on this particular project because we feel that at the heart of war remembrance is the soldier's story.
Composed of veterans, non-veterans, and representatives of the University of Virginia and Charlottesville area community, members of ParadeRest have donated their time since 2009 towards providing ways to engage military personnel and their families with the local community. In 2015, we began a project called A Nickel for Your Story. Interviewers captured the stories of dozens of local World War II veterans. Videos of these powerful accounts were then sent to the archive of the Library of Congress, as well as to the families of veterans, ensuring that these personal stories will live on for all time.
ParadeRest's latest addition to the Nickel for Your Story project seeks to collect the stories of the Vietnam War, which still carries strong emotions for all who lived through it.
This latest project is special because it will bring together three groups in our community: high school students, university students, and professional historians. Mentorships will form. Students will apply real-world skills. And all involved will rally around the goal of using the stories of Charlottesville Vietnam veterans to localize a global conflict.
For the last 3 years, Charlottesville High School students in my world history classes have been interviewing local veterans, and the latest ParadeRest venture will build on the work of these 10th graders. One of my students, Asher Saunders, told me that his interview made him appreciate the complexity of being a Vietnam soldier.
And like even the soldiers themselves might not have agreed, but like they're doing it for their country. And so like some people didn't understand that, like it's not exactly what you're doing, but it's that your country's like telling you to do it and that you like respect that.
Bruce Eads has been interviewed by these students for the last 3 years.
They ask us some questions like, did you ever disobey an order? They asked you the hard questions. I mean, things that we probably wouldn't tell about. And, you know, to a young person like that, I'm going to be honest.
The money from this Indiegogo campaign will go directly to making the Nickel for Your Story Vietnam project a success. Specifically, donations will allow for professional-grade video production, pay for the expertise of interviewers and teachers, provide tokens of appreciation to veterans who are interviewed, and ensure all interviews meet the standards of the Library of Congress. With your help, we will be able to preserve these incredibly important stories for future generations of Americans.
We'd like to finish with this quote by Tim O'Brien, award-winning author of The Things They Carried and Vietnam veteran. "Thanks so much for checking out our Indiegogo campaign. We hope to have you along on our important mission."